Welcome, my Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers. Welcome to our timeless work, career, and vocation reading. I am your reader, Mark-Angela Lyons Mal for short, Virgo Sun sign, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, 25 years in service at the time of this timeless recording. I am the author of Words of Grace, from a professional witch, categorized by chakra chapters. There are chakras in the reading. It's a good reason to mention it, I think. There's the Kindle version, link in the description box. You can click it and preview the first chunk of it, including the table of contents. You can see the different graces and the different chakras. The original version, though, the Fellini Film Fest, way too much vibrancy for Kindle. That original version is over on patreon.com/drawing the circle, my members only subscription platform that I love so very much as a professional witch, spiritual teacher, mystical artist, and all of that jazz. All of my subscribers, regardless of level of subscription, get 3 benefits in common. They get a daily check-in with me pretty much every morning. I didn't this morning because sometimes stuff goes down, and I did. Somebody needed my help as a witch, and whoops, shift the schedule. But they do get the unlisted YouTube live stream link, so they can chat with me in the mornings about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications. Always ending with a prayer, a blessing, a little spell, a little something to send us on our way. And the best way for me to start the day, even though it didn't go that way today, but I made up for it, my own private meditation and breath work before this reading. They also get all the extended readings, all the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube, past, present, and future. They're all about relationships, soul contracts, and all that jazz, as well as all of my subscribers get an extensive discount on private sessions with me. We'll talk about that at the end of the reading, but I love it so much, and I highly recommend being a creator on Patreon. So go see what I'm offering. Go look at the menu, click the link, check it out. And if you want, come Patreon on Patreon, because we got 2 7-day free trials for Seeker and Human currently running at the time of this timeless recording. And I'm the Archangel of Lions, Mark-Angela Lyons. You can call me Mal. Hey, what do you think of the new music? Thank you, Janet Grace. Oh, making a whole album. I have to tell her to send me all of it so I can jam out to it every day. It's amazing. That being said, let's get down to work. Shall we? We'll do some explanation for the new Virgos and cross watchers, and we'll get to the divination. If you've heard it before, feel free to jump ahead. Hi, if you're new, this is what is actually called a 3-level of power reading, taking something really large, life purpose in this case, and breaking it into 3 symbolic categories, or looking at them through 3 separate lenses that are really all one thing, right? Work, career, vocation, your life purpose. This is a small, I've done much larger versions of this spread. We're going to get 3 Caroline Mace archetype cards that will represent the energies going on in the 8th chakra over the head, Anatomy of the Spirit by Mace MYSS. She's a PhD. The 8th chakra system I learned from her. Under that, we're going to get 3 cards, work, career, vocation, work, career, vocation. We're going to get 3 Daughters of the Moon Tarot for the next 4 chakras down, the internal, the feminine energy. We're going to get 3 Mythic Tarot, 1 for each level, for the masculine energy, relationships in the physical world. And yes, these readings are about money. So there's 9 there. The 10th card will be a whisper from the Whispers of Lord Ganesha by Angela Hartfield to help remove the obstacles in our work, career, vocation, as well as do the spiritual alchemy. We'll talk about that at some point, and we will end with a healing mantra from the Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck, and that's why this is a really good read for cross-watching, because if there's something weird going on in your workspace, right, work, career, vocation, to kind of look in, and you get a mantra, and you get some grace from Lord Ganesha, and a little insight, hopefully some insight, understanding, sympathy, and empathy for what's going on here. And as we all heal a little bit, right, we all take a step forward, bringing our work, career, vocation, our life purpose into more fulfillment, even a little bit every day, all of us move forward. And because I am a Virgo, cross-watchers, anything you do to help the one you are cross-watching for, you are helping the entire Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs to do the same. So thank you in advance. Otherwise, I guess that is about it. Any other explanation that needs to come out usually flies out of my mouth as we go. That's why I do the prayer and the breath work before I hit record. So the shift from that explanation, which I'm glad to do for the new people, to the divination, which I am born to do in this lifetime, that shift happens in the still point. Let's go there. Let's see if we can have fun with this. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Pantheonic override. Here we go. Using the Caroline Mace archetype cards, I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for us Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. Please, what are the dominant archetypes in the 8th chakra for the Virgo collective and the cross watchers in their work, career, vocation? So first level of power, work, literal level of power, physical world stuff, but the 8th chakra determining the codes that get sent to all of the chakras underneath it. So this is survival, intuition, work, how they survive in the world. Second level of power, our career, our passion, our hunger, our thirst, our creative intuition, heart, third eye crown dominant, just like lower 3 chakra dominant. First level, so what's the archetype in play? Showing us the shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, fear to love. We need to alchemize in all of these contractual archetypal agreements we're dealing with here and in our vocation. 8th chakra dominant, visionary intuition, our vocation, our life purpose. Close, no cigar. Our spiritual, mystical power to help us access all that we need to live happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser lives and a more golden timeline for all of life and a permanently peaceful, people-populated paradise, planet Earth. Pioneer, Scribe, Martyr, womp womp. Now look, I know it doesn't sound like fun. It's in the title. I'm sure a lot of people didn't just because that word is in there. But if you're here, good for you. All archetypes are neutral, no matter what they sound like. They sound wonderful. They're just as toxic. It's all a scale of lead to gold, shadow to light, pain to peace. Lead is an insulator and toxic. Gold is a healer and a conductor. So every time we make a little bit of alignment, particularly in our energy fields, we shift to a golden timeline that's a bit healthier. So let's talk about it. Pioneer is a creative family archetype. Scribe is a creative family archetype. And Martyr is a divine family archetype. So let's get into this. Mace has written on the cards the shadow attribute and the light attribute. That's a lead, that's a gold. 3 atoms in between the two symbolically on the periodic table of elements that cannot be created or destroyed, only changed, transformed, released. Alchemized is the word I like using. The shadow attribute of the pioneer, compulsive need to keep moving on. And in terms of spirituality, that is incredibly tempting. A lot comes across my laptop every day, right? And so much to choose from. It can be an overwhelm. So it's like, oh, that's good. Oh, okay, hold on. Say, what else you got? What else you got, right? Because a pioneer is different than an explorer. A pioneer is clearing the path for others, right? The light attribute, though, passion for doing and creating what has never been done before. Hi. I'm not the only professional witch. Certainly there are many before me, but certainly calling myself a professional witch, and kind of, there's a video I did, 25 years of professional witchcraft, Beltane, 2023 in Huntington. It was a really good time. I had a lot of fun. I would love to do that around the world. It's a very, very powerful experience. I had a field day. So yeah, spiritually, pioneer, got it. I can relate. You can have an archetype, a reason, a season, or a lifetime. This doesn't mean you're always from birth to death, right? Womb to tomb, a pioneer. Same would go for the scribe, as it would with any archetype. It's about writing stuff down. The shadow attribute, altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. Are you kidding me? I was raised by a teacher and a lawyer. I'd rather be nibbled by rats. The light attribute, preserving knowledge and information, which I gotta tell you, Jill Schweitzer, my editor for Spell Ingredients and Words of Grace, working on the next book, the autobiography of my career, and I got all sorts of pictures and books, shadow, and all sorts of stuff, way past 25 years in service. So yeah, for my creativity, see, now I apply this stuff. Of course, I'm going to apply my own Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign guidance and grace that I get, particularly if we're dealing with the martyr. Now I know martyrs suck, right? Nobody wants to be a martyr unless they do, and those are the ones that really are no fun. The shadow attribute, the lead, addiction to self-pity. Now I face that within myself. I'm self-employed. Right? Corporate president of one person, right? A corporation of one, and an S corporation. Oh, what I would have done for an LLC. It just didn't exist yet. So addiction to self-pity. There is a biochemical part of any emotion. Therefore, be addicted to any emotion, yet love is the truth of who we are. So catch this, the gold, right? Like, how does that, or how does... I'll do that in a minute. They're making me laugh. The light attribute, the gold we're shooting for, learning the transcendent nature of service, Virgo, to oneself or a cause. So how do you go from, no, you go ahead and have fun, I'll just sit here in the dark and eat a banana, to, right? That's the alchemy in our work in the world. I like this. Just, take notes, save receipts, because we're creating something that has maybe never been done before, or at least we have a passion to do so. So let's get some more chakras on the table. That's the most we talk about any of those cards, any of these cards individually, except maybe for the Whispers of Lord Ganesha. That can get a little deep. So we'll get the next 4 chakras down, 1 each for each level. Daughters of the Moon Tarot, the internal, the feminine energy, the goddess energy. All of these 8 are 8th chakra dominant, so really they're all connected to your vocation, right? These are all about your creative intuition, but the 2nd level of power. Dominant, right? Your career, your hunger, your passion, your thirst. So taking that passion from your vocation and putting that into your career in some creative way works. Please take a nice deep breath. Oh. Still point. My goddesses, please override. As I call upon my goddesses of earth, my goddesses of Virgo, my goddesses of the powers of the north, please, beloved ones, 3 cards face down for us Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, cross watchers. Yes, my legs are crossed under the table, watching this video and drawn to this reading to help us fulfill our life purpose. What do we need to be aware of in our work with the martyr in the 8th? Which, we can do that. Anybody can martyr reason, season, or lifetime. But certainly the transcendent nature of service is one known to me. Service to a cause and myself, because it's all one. Beginning, middle, and end in unity. In our career, we got the Scribe, creative family archetype. What's going on? Heart, third eye crown, dominant level of power. And the pioneer in our vocation, a spiritual, mystical pioneer. I kind of dig that a lot. So what's underneath that? The creative intuition part of our vocation in this timeless work, career, vocation read. Okay. So the internal world here, it's all minor arcana, but one of those is a court card. Now I lay them down this way, I read them this way. Libra. The mother of blades, Skadi, a Nordic ice giant, if I'm getting my northern mysteries correct there, Asgard and all that. Skadi, the north wind, definitely that cardinal air. This would be King of Swords in a traditional tarot. Yes, cardinal air. Now, if you have planets in Libra, this is the Libra card. I do have planet in Libra. I have my Venus in Libra, which speaks obviously to relationships and even shadow work, relationship to the shadow self, legal stuff and stuff like that. If you don't have any planets in Libra, then you look at the 7th house. You look at what is that dynamic. Cardinal air, creative air, heart, third eye crown that could easily focus itself in both the third eye and the throat chakra. Because here it makes sense. Three of Wands. This is, I would say, a chew, right? The throat chakra, spit, swallow, or chew, right? You don't just spit, I'm doing it, right? No, that's not the Three of Wands at all, nor is it swallow it. It's, no, I'm going to chew on this, I'm going to wait. I'm going to feel that solid foundation of fire. You had the ace, you made the choice of the deuce, and now you're in the trace, whatever. So the creative part of that, certainly I'm going to say throat chakra, feels very that. So take your time, bide your time, write things down, be creative, right? Preserve the knowledge of what you're going through, journal it, whatever, you know, however you play that out, because here is where the issue is. The Four of Flames, which would be the Four of Wands, as this would be the Three of Wands. Here in this deck is called conflict. It's not the usual, oh, a party, oh, an engagement. Not in the Daughters of the Moon Tarot. I'm going to say this is definitely a throat chakra thing. It feels like we've got throat chakra across the board here on this one, Work, Career, Vocation, which means our choices and our decisions are really key to this. So conflict, one dragon flaming the fire of two archers pointing at each other. That is a conflict of will. Now, I know you go from the three to, and really this is not such a bad thing in terms of creative conflict in the physical world. But the choice that you make here is to go with your spirit, which is what? To remember you're a pioneer. Right? You're finding the balance. You're finding your way through. This is probably in conflict with maybe another person's will, or if not another person, an industry, and anything. And that's what the next three cards down will look at. So definitely one foot on the gas, one foot on the brake. It could be, I want to, but, I want to, but, I want to, but. But it is a thing, minor arcana. They're not major arcana. It's not a big stage you're going through, but the choice is yours. You just might not know what to do, so it would make sense to scribe and chew. Oh, you know, there's a t-shirt waiting to happen. Call the silk screener. No, let's call to Lord Ganesha, the elephant-headed god of success, prosperity, and remover of obstacles, particularly those three obstacle atoms between lead and gold. For us Virgos and us crosswatchers, please take a nice deep breath. This isn't so bad. Unless we want to martyr about it. Oh, wrong deck. That's how. Wow. 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 This is interesting. This pioneer thing. Please take a nice deep breath. Jump to deck. Still point. My gods, please override. For catching me on that, as I call upon my gods of earth, my gods of Virgo, and my gods of the powers of the north, please, my beloved ones. Three cards face down in clarity for the Virgo collective, us Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. Lower three chakras, outside in, inside out, looking at ourselves, looking at other people, places, and things, relationships in the physical world, to help us alchemize our shadow to light, our lead to gold, our pain to peace, our toxic to healthy, our fear to love, and our work, career, vocation. Speaking of work, we got the Martyr with conflict. Lower three chakras in our work, in our career. Scribe, Three of Wands. Loyalty is the word written on that card. Maybe a loyalty to scribing could be going on there. I could see that as a thing for me. And Pioneer in the 8th there. What's going on, Pioneer in the 8th? Our vocation with a Libra. Feels like we're weighing it and chewing it in this timeless work, career, vacation read. Okay. Well, interesting. Pioneer, Libra on the inner, Pisces on the outer. Knight of Cups. This could be an actual person. Now, Pisces is heavily indicated in this card, according to Juliet Sharman Burke, author of the Mythic Tarot, who taught me how to read the court cards as zodiacal gestalt. That's fun. Zodiacal gestalt. It's good for the lips. So the Pisces energy, I'm a Pisces moon, but that could very easily be somebody trotting in, because the 4 nights travel at different speeds. Virgo walks, Pisces trots, Sagittarius canters, and Gemini, of course, gallops. So this pioneering, I mean, this could be us from the outside looking in, just sort of following the intuition, right? Kind of going with it, keeping the balance on the inside and pioneering, right? Because you don't know where you're going. If you're exploring, look, you can explore Eastern cuisines. That's pretty huge, like half the planet, right? I'm going to explore that. It's already been done. It's all been done before. I knew you before the fall of Rome. So, to feel that out, that could very much be us. Now, in terms of putting it in chakras, I'm going to say second chakra will give you yes or no. Right? Feels good, does not feel good. Solar plexus will tell you right in your gut if you're about to violate your honor code or cross a boundary you really don't want to. That sense of apprehension, pay attention to that. And certainly if it is in the root, if something does not feel safe, it's fight, flight, flee, freeze, fawn, fungal, all right? So pay attention to that, because this is about your life calling. This is about your spirit and doing what's never been done before. It's supposed to be uncharted. That's the point, which maybe you're charting here with the Scribe, right? Here we go. 3 of Wands, loyalty, 3 of Flames on the inner, 2 of Swords on the outer. A choice need be made. So perhaps a reassessing or writing down of what your loyalties are. What are your priorities? For me, it's the divine first, then I take care of myself, then I check in with friends and family for the most part, get in touch with everybody, and then I get down to work. And there's a lot of spiritual practice in between that, just because of what I do for a living, right? So that is really my ultimate loyalty, is to the divine first. I got to recharge, right? Get in the shower, all of that, right? Then get down to it. So that's like just a simple example. So pay attention to what your schedules are, Virgos. Let them be mutable. Let them shift right now, because, 2 of Swords, it's a choice. All the 2s are about choices. But not life-changing decisions, right? And that's the difference. There are major arcanas usually talk about life-changing decisions, because you're on a stage. Major arcana are places, archetypal stages in your life. Because here we go. You want to talk about work? Martyr, conflict, 8 of Pentacles, very Virgo card, right? You're doing working in the coal mine, going downtown. Now look, the moment you start feeling the shadow martyr, because we do, not as bad as Capricorns, no offense, but yeah, Taurian, right? The Earth signs. I do for this world. And what do I get? Not even a Twinkie when I want one, right? Whatever. Fill in the blank on that. As soon as you start feeling that self-pity, just know that that's lead crying to be alchemized into gold, and love is the answer, so chew on that. That is a pattern that is passed down biochemically through our DNA for thousands and thousands of years, right? The martyr, I do for you people, right? In so many different forms. But then that means that there's that transcendent nature of service to a cause, and to ourselves. And I think that's where the pioneering goes. See, this idea that as we heal, we all heal, is just truth in unity. We can find it in the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. We can find it in A Course in Miracles. We can find it in quantum physics, right? So that is the thing. It's like, if you're feeling martyred, and I do, reason, season, or lifetime, it tends to come and go in like a day, right? For whatever reason, right? Oh, I have to struggle to pay this bill. Oh, we all go there. And Virgos, we tend to keep an eye on the bottom line financially. So keep doing your work, but the moment you start going into martyr mode, just remember, there's an opportunity here for me to fly above this and experience the transcendent nature. And that's why this person is flying in the air with roses all around them, right? So worth it. But the alchemy is not necessarily easy. Course in Miracles says it best: simple need not imply easy. Yeah, love yourself. Okay. I love you. Now, let's See about removing them obstacles. I love Lord Ganesha. I've had such a long relationship since before I started the company, working with the Ishaya monks, Ishaya. You'll see what I mean if you look them up. Took all 5 spheres of their workshop, meditational process, and just did it before this reading. So I do them. Ganesha's in the reading. So let's ask him. Remover of obstacles, success and prosperity. This is the money read. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Beloved Ganesh, please override. As I call upon the beloved Lord Ganesh, God of success, prosperity, and remover of obstacles, beloved one, please. One card, in clarity. For us, beloved Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Signs, and Cross Watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. What is your guidance, your grace, your wisdom, your power, your oracle message to help us alchemize the shadow to light, the lead to gold, the pain to peace, the toxic to healthy? Removing them obstacles for a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser Virgo life. In service for the well-being of all in this timeless work, career, vocation, read, relaxation. Thank you. Thank you. Didn't you feel it? I felt it. I think all chakras went, oh, just like that. I love Lord Ganesha. Oh, by the way, could he be more cash? Right? Like, don't be afraid of him. He's lovely. He really, really is. I love elephants, though. And I mean, you want to talk earth sign, right? There's definitely an earth element. So let me read you in the bookie book. Card number 49, relaxation. Oh, let's relax. Don't do it. Do it. You want to, whatever, to it. Relaxation. Relaxation is important for your health, mood, relationships, and overall well-being. Well, with the amount of chewing I see going on, pretty much throat chakra across the board, that seems relevant. It is easy to become entangled in anxiety, worry, stress, and paralyzed thinking. I feel naked. Your day-to-day life may be filled with a multitude of stresses that affect your thoughts and cause you to feel disconnected with the truth of your being. Dedicating time to relaxation provides a solid foundation to assist you to be able to live a more balanced, less stressful life. And you know what? I'm going to say that's part of the pioneering. Because you can't pioneer 24/7, 365 without burnout, right? And that's what leads to martyrdom. Right, all this fire going on. So I will, like my Pisces moon will say, we need a nap stat. A nap stat? Oh, this sounds like a drug. 10 cc's a nap stat. Dedicating time to relaxation provides a solid foundation to assist you to be able to live a more balanced, Libra, less stressful life. The importance of respite can help to alleviate tension and other health concerns. Indulge in a spiritual bath. I'm a total potion witch. You should see what I do to a hot tub. It's amazing. Indulge in a spiritual bath, adding essential oils and sea salt to the water, lighting candles, burning some incense, and if possible, utilizing clear quartz and rose quartz crystals to intensify the healing nature of the experience. Amateurs. Just be careful with selenite. It sometimes dissolves in water and it can give you a little sticky. It's not that great. Live and learn. Use this time to get centered and balanced. Practicing deep breathing techniques can also bring about calm and peace. Yes. Remember to take a deep breath before you act impulsively on your thoughts, as this will bring fresh oxygen to your body and relieve anxiety. Not to mention the prana and the chi and the reiki, shmeki, eggs and bakey in every breath. Affirmations are another great tool to help you relax and grow in body, mind, and spirit. Well, we are getting a mantra at the end of this next card. As you repeat positive life-affirming statements about yourself, you'll notice powerful manifestations of your affirmations in your life. Ask Ganesh for guidance on your spiritual course towards expansion and illumination, and trust that you can now relax and enjoy the journey. Oh, not as a martyr, but as the transcendent, golden, yeah. So my mantra for relaxation, well, obviously, I just start at the top of my head and just say, relax. It's a kid, relax. The other one, though, it's okay. Like where you are right now, even if it's not okay, it's okay that it's not okay. It's not trying to change anything. It's just giving a little extra breathing room helps you relax. Like, just find any place in your body that's tense and you go, it's okay. Right, you're talking to a friend, right, who's a little tense, it's okay. But I also could see how paying attention to how you're feeling in your body, but emotionally, might be very, very helpful, bringing you into balance to continue the pioneering journey that you're on. All right, I am into this. This sounds wonderful. And I get to relax. I'm actually taking some days off in the next week to go see my mom up in Saratoga for her birthday. We're going to go see the New York City Ballet at SPAC, Saratoga Performing Arts Center. And that's why I'm trying to get a lot of reads done. So something will hopefully post every day while I'm away. So I'm going to do this while I'm there and eat lots of dark chocolate. So let's get our last card down. Nat Khan Healing Mantra deck. Crosswatchers, heads up, right? This is the one that will help you heal, because as you heal, you're part of the situation, and you'll help all of us Virgos fulfill our life purpose. Please take a nice deep breath. Nose whistle. Still point. Ascended Masters override. As I call upon the Ascended Masters of the General Assembly, please, beloved ones, one card in clarity for us Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Suns, and Crosswatchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. The perfect healing mantra to help us alchemize our shadow to light, our lead to gold, our pain to peace, our toxic to healthy, our fear to love, our poverty to prosperity, our heaven to hell, our perdition to paradise, our enslavement to liberation, breaking the chains that bind from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace in this timeless work, career, vocation reading. Untangling neglect, I take the time to give myself all the approval I desire. How often do we fall into martyrdom when we don't feel approved of, accepted, appreciated? Mirror work. Now, I will suggest, if you want to do mirror work 101, and I don't mean like seeing the mirror in the world, that's Greg Braden, 7 As Seen Mirrors, Dead Sea Scrolls. I highly recommend it. But Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Life, mirror work. Sounds simple, ain't easy. So you might look in a mirror and say, I take the time to give myself all the approval I desire, and start small. Start small. It's something you might even want to write down here. Bring in that loyalty, that devotion to yourself. Write it down. Record it in some way, whatever works for you. It does work, and in a way that I do it non-verbally is like, like thumbs up, right? Because it's an approval, right? You like something, so I do this. It's like energy tapping, but a little nicer. I don't know, whatever. Untangling neglect. I'm a Virgo. Hey, honey, I'm a healer. I used to do hands-on healing quite often, clients and all of that. I'm just not doing it right now. I don't feel like renting space somewhere, dragging my Gigantor massage table around the world. Untangling neglect. I take the time to give myself all the approval I desire. When neglect is untangled, you're no longer turning to outside sources for constant reassurance and validation. Instead, you're going within the depths of your own heart to notice the parts of yourself that require the presence of your attention. In nurturing yourself in this way, you step forward as the first responder to each wound, concern, and desire. Now that feels like the way to heal that martyr archetype, to bring it into the goal. That is service to oneself. And ask yourself this, particularly if you identify as an empath, how many people are feeling exactly this way right now on planet Earth? And let a number pop into your head. It's usually in the billions, right? Everybody's feeling something somewhere. From this space, there becomes less of a likelihood of attracting relationships where further neglect occurs, simply because you have accepted your role as the one who nurtures the innocence within you. And isn't that just the most Virgo thing ever? It's like, I'm good, thanks. Virgo power, cross your legs, I'm good. I take time to give myself all the approval I desire, and it's all the approval you desire. You can get drunk on it, so to speak. This mantra is ideal for building self-confidence, surviving codependency, codependent no more, never again, the stupid times, and healing neediness. Particularly when we see it in others, right? So to take the time to recharge our batteries this way, as we're relaxing, doing what's never been done before, somehow recording it creatively, and making our way on the journey, putting our heads down, doing our work, and chewing, I would say, on this mantra, because it is a 4, it's not major, right? It's minor arcana, literally. All right, we'll put this together in a blessimation, a combination of blessing and summation. At the end of that, the reading is over, but then I'm going to talk a little bit about drawing the circle and Patreon and readings and spiritual counseling and all that other work, career, vocation stuff. Shall we? One last time. Please take a nice deep breath. Malel of Krypton. They weren't all warriors, okay? They did have mystics on Krypton, if I remember correctly. Sorry, I get distracted. Miss Henry Cavill. Still point. Pantheonic override. And we end as we begin. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for us Virgo collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and our cross watchers, may we be blessed with all that we need to fulfill our life purposes, our sacred contracts in the golden timeline of this lifetime, in our vocation, embracing our passion for doing and creating what's never been done before, but with that Libra on the inside, doing it in a balanced way, probably other relationships with other people, particularly if there's been codependent patterns going on, and who hasn't had to deal with that at all? And definitely a Pisces energy here. The person does not have to be a Pisces anything for there to be an intuitive process, trotting along, not galloping and not standing still either. Slow and steady wins the race there, but with a flow, with an intuitive flow, most likely navigating with those lower 3 chakras. And as somebody else might be here pioneering along with us in some role, that there is a spiritual contract in play if that is the case. So in our career, may we preserve the knowledge and information as we gather along the way, as we assess our loyalty. What are we willing to wait for? 3rd chakra. What are we not willing to wait for? What are our choices here in this 2 of Swords, which could also relate to a one-on-one relationship in our career, but certainly back and forth, a choice needs to be made mentally. 2nd chakra feels pretty dominant there too, so that in our work we can learn the transcendent nature of service to a cause and ourselves as we go through this creative conflict in our 3rd chakras, chewing on it, what we want to do, maybe work in the mantra, and for still numbers of rest and relaxation may be at a standstill there in the 8 of Pentacles in our outside world, doing what we came here to do, working in the coal mine, going downtown, 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. And we can alchemize all of that. Please, Lord Ganesha, help us find the time, the place, the space, and the means of which to relax so we can untangle the neglect, taking the time to give ourselves all the approval we desire for our well-being, for the well-being of all we serve, for the well-being of all, being a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser Virgo, for a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser world, in service to the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So mote it be. Roar! I love this new music. Thank you, Jenna Grace. Did you like this reading? I like this reading. I will take the chewing on stuff. Virgos do that anyway. I'm going to think about this for a bit. some of that jagged little edges off that jagged little pill, chew them, buff them down. And look, relaxation and untangling neglect, that's total self-care. I love this. So if you did like the reading, please hit the thumbs up and to the video, help other Virgos and cross-watchers find the read. Don't you think Virgos need to hear this? I do. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did this reading. Yeah, if you want more of me here, feel free to subscribe. I'm not stopping because YouTube is a gateway drug to Patreon. Patreon.com. Would I lie? I'm a Kryptonian. Damn it. Last gate top of Krypton and apparently Long Island too. Let's keep it funny, folks. Virgo power across your legs. Yeah, Patreon's wonderful. Seekers, humans, heroes, angels, witches, immortals, mystics, gods, goddesses. 8 different tiers. Gods, goddesses, 1 tier, but they get everything. All of my subscribers, though, get the daily check-ins, the extended readings, and the extensive discount on private sessions with me. 2 free trials, 7 days if you want to check them out, Seeker and Human. At the time of this recording, jump out the 6th day if you like. I don't mind. You get the daily check-ins and you get the extended readings, the extensive discount though. Now, I am a Virgo. I love it, and certainly doing private sessions with people. I've been doing that for so very long. I started reading tarot when I was 12. I'm going to be 55 in September. Yeah, I know. Look at thanks. Well, chakras, schmakras, a little rapid wrinkle repair, and some Wim Hof breath apparently goes a long way. A little witchcraft too. So yeah, there's a video in the description box booking private sessions with Mal. Explains it all for you. It's about 11 minutes. It's a lot of fun. I say over and over in the video, I have never and will never turn somebody away because of lack of finances. I'm a witch, and where there's a witch, there's a way, and we can work it out. We can work it out. But it is also on my website, drawingthecircle.com. If you would like to go check that out, you'll see at the top it says store. Click on the store. We'll bring up, there's a lot of stuff in the store to check out, but you'll see reading packages and spiritual counseling. Explains it all in writing if you want to look at the deets. So whether it's in person, traveling, Zoom, Facebook, all of it's explained there. And of course, the significant discount for my patrons. It's all listed there. So click the link, check it out, because I am here to serve, and I have felt that transcendent nature, service to a cause and to my own self in ways that I never connected to the martyr archetype until I did. So every time you're feeling that, it's okay. It's okay. Let's relax. I love you. You're doing a great job. Your hair looks great today, right? Give yourself all the approval you desire. Hang in there. I love you. My beloved Virgos are one of the few sane signs on the planet, so we gotta hang in there. So hang in there. I love you. Reach out if you need help. Heal. Hail. Farewell. And blessed, blessed be.